time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Plymouth Argyle, or Let's Talk Premier League. This is Let's Talk Plymouth Argyle. Let's Talk Argyle. It's the Argyle Show. I'm joined by Liam. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all good. Apologies for being late. Just had something to do on a different channel. Make sure you check out Lewis's channel if you have not done so already. But boy, am I excited about this one. We've had 3 pre-season friendlies now. We've had Swansea, Middlesbrough and Bristol City. And I think we've done well in all 3. And I think if these friendlies are anything to go by, and you'd assume that they are, because let's be fair, the Championship boys, they start their pre-season, well, they start their season on the same day or the same weekend as we do. So everyone's pretty much in the same pace in pre-season, same area. It's not like we're playing a Premier League side who have got an extra week or something to do. So we're very much in the sort of business end of pre-season. We're right at the end now. The season starts next weekend. Yeah. So that's how close we are to the start of the season. So we'll start with looking at what we've done in the 3 Championship. Look, we don't need to look before that because obviously we know what happened. We know how what the scores were. I specifically want to look at the Championship opposition. So let me add in my screen. So we'll start with Swansea. Now, yes, we lost, but we could have easily drew. Now, Swansea are a team who I do expect to be. Probably I'm thinking mid-table in the Championship. I don't rate Swansea. I don't think, especially now they haven't got their manager, I see Swansea mid-table this season. But it was a really good challenge for the boys. I thought we did really well. I thought we got the results we needed. The performance was absolutely splendid. And there was a lot of positivity around that. And whilst watching the game, I enjoyed watching the boys. It was a brilliant game. Yeah, we could have had more chances, and we probably should have drew that game in all fairness. But, Liam, what do you make of it? It was a good performance, though. It was a decent performance from the boys.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was a very good performance. Like you said, we couldn't draw from this, but for me, I'm very happy scoring against Swansea. I think it was Ryan Hardy. It was Hardy that scored.
Yeah.
Obviously, very well taken goals. A pretty easy goal to score. I could have scored that myself, but yeah, overall, very good performance in that game.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. So yeah, I mean, you positive going into the season after. If we look at just Swansea, obviously, I thought we played really well. I thought we had a really positive game. Moving on, obviously we had Middlesbrough. Now we didn't have this game before the review, before the last Argyle show. I think it was on Thursday, wasn't it, Middlesbrough? Or Friday, wasn't it? But another really good performance from Argyle. Another 2-1 loss, but I think a lot of positives that we can take out of this game. I thought going forward we were decent. I mean, Middlesbrough nearly got split open by our academy kids. You know, that's always going to be a bad sign for a team like Middlesbrough, especially under Warnock. He would not have been impressed by that. A bunch of 17-year-olds running through his defence who'd have been absolutely raging. Surely unlucky not to put it in the back of the net, or at least try and get a chance off. But no, in terms of this game, look, we defended really well. We were very resolute defensively. Yeah, okay, that mistake from what, it wasn't even a mistake. It was Houghton kicking the ball, it coming off Mayer's Mayor's boot and into the path of the Middlesbrough player to easily past Cooper. I mean, Cooper had about as much chance as freaking, I don't know, God knows, you'd have had more chance winning the lottery than saving that. It was a cheap goal to concede, but you know, sometimes that happens in football. What did you make of the performance though? Because we mustn't look too much into results, although the results for us against the Championship sides have looked really good.
Yeah, 100%. I think they have looked really good. For me, Borough didn't even look very good, to be honest with you, in this game. I don't think they deserve the win generally. Not because it's biased or anything. I just don't think they deserve the win. I was at the game, obviously, on Friday. Very, very good performance in that one as well. I just didn't. For me, I thought we could have won the game. It was just. I won't say how many shots we had in that game. I just feel we looked the more dominant team.
Yeah.
I don't see them. I don't see them doing very well this season. Just not because they beat us in that. They just didn't look very convincing, Borough, and they scored a very, very good second goal. Nothing Coops could do about that. But overall, I thought we deserved the draw at that one.
Do you think it was not because Borough are shit, but do you think it was more because Argyle defended very well? I thought we were excellent. Our composure on the ball, our composure off the ball. I thought we were difficult to break down. I thought we were excellent in large parts of that game. So do you necessarily think it was Middlesbrough being poor? Do you think we have just really stepped up?
I think we have stepped up against the Championship sides. I just thought Middlesbrough didn't. It was just Middlesbrough being poor, and I just see Middlesbrough not doing well this season. In my opinion.
That's fair.
Yeah, but
it's fair.
I'm going to be 2 minutes, mate.
No problem.
2 minutes, and I'll be right back.
Not a problem. Ravi says now, how strong is Argyle's defence? It's better than it was last season. That's for sure. It is much better than last season's. We've got more experience. I think when you look at the individual players, so if we look at the players, the type of player we brought in, obviously Macaulay, Wilson, Scar, Galloway. You look at the caliber of defender we brought in, the caliber of the players that we want in our defence. We've gone for men. What I mean by that is Ryan Lowe last season had to play two 18-year-olds or two young lads and Will Aimson. Now, Will I thought was shocking for large parts of the season, and let's be real, I wasn't happy with the loanees either. Now, that's not necessarily their fault. They're still young, and I don't think they should have been put in that position of having to lead our defence. That sort of tied in with the fact that our goalkeeper was in his first ever season as the number one as a senior goalkeeper. You add in all of them, and you're always destined for a disaster. And I thought we did well not to even get into a relegation battle. I mean, we started the season off really well, but heads drop when you lose, and I think that's something you don't get with an experienced player. I think with the experienced players, and especially putting the experience around Coops, because Coops is our goalkeeper for this season as well. I think having that experience at the back is vital, and it adds to what we need, and it adds to a really good core that we've got. The midfield looking very, very good. The strikers are tasty as fuck. They know where the back of the net is. They love to score. So I think you couple it all in together, a lot more experience at the back. That's going to be a good thing. Really helps Luke Jep, really helps Mike Cooper as well. It gives him that sort of additional protection. If things don't go well, he has got that experience that he can sort of rest on a little bit. So I think you add it all together. I think it's really positive for Argyle. A really strong defence, I think. I've been really impressed with how well we've all started so far. And I'm excited to see the start of the season. because we haven't conceded many goals. Well, we have conceded the 2 goals, but even the players themselves were like, they were goals we could cut out quite easily, and they're goals you might not have a League One side score. So really impressed with our defence. It's of course got a bit more work to be done, but so far so good, I think. And that leads us on to Bristol City, which was our last Championship side before the start of the season. Obviously, we've got Torquay coming up at the weekend. With this game, I didn't get a chance to watch it, unfortunately. But with this game, I thought we were excellent from what I've heard. The scoreline, I think, is probably fair. Liam will have a better idea than myself, but I think in terms of this, I thought I know Coops had to save a penalty that he conceded, which is always good. He saved his first senior penalty, which, you know, whilst I hope we don't be conceding too many penalties, the fact that he saved it is a bonus. So the positivity around this game was really good. It was very scrappy, as most of the games between Argyle and Bristol City normally are. They are normally quite tasty games. They're quite scrappy, and I thought we were decent. I thought we were calm on the ball. I thought we went forward with oomph. I thought, you know, there was a couple of times you could definitely see us scoring. Very unlucky, but a scrappy win for Bristol City. But again, I think it's just showing again that Argyle are not an easy side to break down. If this was last season, we probably get pummeled 6-0 by Bristol City. This season, you won't. I mean, teams are going to struggle to score against us, which I think is going to be really, really important. It's vital not to be easily scored against, as I'm sure everyone in world football would understand. But no, I think we're ready, and I think the other thing that is going to be a huge benefit to the boys is having the fans back. Obviously, we're going to have a full home park come the first home game of the season. Hopefully a sellout. That would be absolutely freaking amazing, wouldn't it? Getting a sold out home park and really cheering the boys on, because I think they feed off that. I was listening to Gary Sawyer, obviously, saying that without the fans, it can sometimes you could treat it a bit like a training match. You're not as pumped up as you normally would. The expectations might not be there, because let's be real, if you're 1-0 down at Argyle, we're on your back, and rightly so, because we want to win. And I think that pressure, but also that noise, that level of expectancy, knowing that you've got 13, 14, 15,000 Janners just sat in home park urging you on. I think we missed that last season. I know that's the same for everyone, but certain clubs have this not need. You saw it with Liverpool in the Premier League. Some clubs just really get off that energy, and I think last season in the Premier League we saw the most amount of away wins we've ever seen. I thought at home we couldn't really quite get there, but even away we were quite shocking. I just thought defensively we were a complete shambles. With our defence now, obviously you got Wilson, who's 32. You got Scar, you got Macaulay, you got Galloway, all of these different centre backs. I think that really positive. I think that's really positive. I think that really will drive the team forward. And I like Houghton at CDM, and obviously we've got Randall who can jump in there, and I'm sure he'll be pushing Houghton as much as possible. And then you got midfield three of the two you'd assume would be Mayer and Grant, with maybe Camara in there as well. Sort of depending on rotation. I would like to see us get another midfielder, another centre mid. There's two positions in in the Argyle squad that I do feel that we're lacking. One is central midfield. I do think we're a bit bare on central midfield. If we get an injury, I think we're a little bit fucked, to be brutally honest with you. But also the strikers. I mean, I'm not against having just a three. I mean, Jepcott, Hardy, Ennis, I think that will go quite well. I would like to see another one in, but it has to be the right one, as Ryan has alluded to more times than I care to imagine. It has to be the right players, because yes, you can bring in someone just to fill a spot, but if they're not any good, what is the point? You might as well just put a young player in there. And I think he's probably going to do that. I think a young player will probably, I think we'll see a few more of the young players. But yeah, I think going forward, we haven't quite got the depth I'd want. Ravi says, do Argyle have squad depth? We sort of ish. So we've got cover James Bolton is the other centre-back. That's the other guy. Centre-backs, we got plenty of centre-backs at the moment. We've got, Wilson, Bolton, Galloway, Macaulay, Scar. So we've got 5 centre-backs. And you got Ollie Tomlinson, who could fill a gap if needed. So that's 6. See, I'm happy at centre-backs. Right wing-back, you got Joe Edwards, but Bolton can also play right-back if need be. On the left side, you've got Cooper and you've got Law, so I'm quite happy there. Midfield, you've got the 5 sort of central midfielders. You've got Houghton, Randall, Mayer, Grant, Camera. I think we maybe one more. I'd be a lot happy if we could get one. If we could just get one more centre midfielder, I'd be quite happy about that. Going forward, we've got the 3 again. As I've just said, I'd like to see another striker if we can get one. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Mullin. Was it Mullin from League 2 last season from Cambridge? I'd love to have seen him in my own pub. He's going to fucking Wrexham. I mean, I think he got 32 goals in League 2. It's off to Wrexham, you know. Madness there, money talks, I guess. But no, I think, yes, in elements, we've got good squad depth. I think we do. As long as we don't get any injuries. I think injuries might be a bit of a problem. But I do back Ryan. I do think we've also got the young players who if needs be, we can always potentially rely on one of them. So I think it'll be really interesting. I think I am excited to see how we do. But so far, so good in pre-season. Now, they're the 3 championship sides. So if we add them all together, we lost 3-2. Against championship opposition, that's not a bad shout. That's really not bad. 2, obviously, no, 4-2, isn't it? No, 5-2. Yeah, 5-2. So we've obviously lost 2-1 to both Swansea and Middlesbrough, 1-0 to Bristol City. But the performance is the most important thing. And I think the performance we've shown is absolutely brilliant. I've been really impressed with the performance of the boys so far in pre-season. Now, moving on to our last pre-season game before the start of the season. Obviously, we're playing Torquay United at Plainmoor. I don't know why I've got Argyle at home. It is at Plainmoor. Maybe Google was trying to tell me something, or when I was changing it. But we are playing Torquay United at Plainmoor for our last pre-season game of pre-season, and then it's straight into the start of the season. Now, Torquay, do you know what? If you don't feel for Torquay, you have to feel for them. They're so unlucky not to be in League 2. So unlucky. That referee was an absolute tosser. But no, we have got Torquay. What do I expect to see from this? Well, I want a performance. I want a really strong performance from the boys, and we have to have that strong performance, right? I need to see a strong performance because it's our last game, right? This is our last one before obviously Rotherham next Saturday. I want to win. I really do want to win. I think not only do I want to win, I want the performance. We're at the crunch end now. If we can go into the start of the season, yeah, with 3 losses to championship opposition, but only by 1 goal, then, you know, really do think that we can drive forward a bit. And I want to win because I think going into the start of the season is going to be really important with a win. I think that will just really help with confidence, settle some nerves down. Rotherham, tough tests as well. We'll preview that next week. And then obviously you've got, and then we've got Peterborough in the cup. So a bit of a madness there. But in terms of the game and the performance, I want a good performance, but I also want a result. I demand both of them now. We're at the crunch end of pre-season. A win and a good performance is exactly what we need to go into it. What is going to be a really tough start to the season, Rotherham, Peterborough, 2 tough games. But Liam, what do you want from the Torquay game? But before you say that, Ravi says now, how well do you think Argyle will do by December? I'm hoping top half of the league. Velvishwan says, can Plymouth Argyle's owners buy Liverpool, please? He doesn't have much money, but he has enough for us lot. He's also an Argyle lad, so I doubt he would. But no, Simon Allett is absolutely, he's remarkable. But yeah, Liam, what do you want to see from the Torquay game?
Obviously, I am going to this game. Quite looking forward to that one. For me, I just want to see a good performance, like you said. I want to see Randall get a goal against his former club. But yeah,
Don't do Torquay dirty like that. They'll cry. They love Randall. One of their fans was like, look after him, please. I'm like, he's fucking our lad. He's our boy. Back down. We let you have him on loan. Now, jog on.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to see some goals in the game because I'm going to the game. I don't want to see a boring 0-0 like Tavistock, otherwise I'll be fuming.
Do you think the performance is really, really important? Because obviously the start of the season is so close. Is the performance equally as important for you now? As the result?
I'd say yes, because it then gives us a good boost going into another away game against Rotherham.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
Rotherham is going to be a really tough game. But as I say, we'll preview that next week. I was about to say next season, you know. The season's over. Argyle's just got promoted with Rotherham. Congratulations to Plymouth Argyle. Finished top of the league. Rotherham second. Doncaster came 24th. Exeter got relegated to the National League. And who do we want to go up with us, Liam? Fuck it. Pompey have gone up through the playoffs. I'd love a Dockyard Derby in the Championship. There you go, sorted.
Dockyard Derby in the Championship, no thanks.
Could you imagine, mate? That is on live TV. Fucking fireworks coming at our stadium. That's bigger than the Manchester Derby. Let's be real. Ireland declares Exeter City as a massive club and would love to join them. Yeah, I'm sure he would. Niall, Argyle's best formation for home and away. Same formation, 3-5-2 is our favoured formation. And I think it's the one that works best for us, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, 100%. What was your thoughts?
Sometimes we can switch.
What was your thoughts on the other preseason
Up and play a 4-4-2.
What was your thoughts on your preseason? I'm sorry, I was eating my tea.
Oh yeah, I basically just said I was really happy with the performances. I was really happy with the results. Only to lose by 1 goal to each Championship side shows a lot of positives around the club, and I think we're going definitely in the right direction. Spoke a lot about how important it is to have an experienced defence at the back.
Exactly what I would have said to be honest. To be honest, I didn't miss much.
No, you didn't miss much at all. But what we're going to do now is I've got all the boys onto a tier list. Now, this is going to be what we're going to do for match days. So on match days, we're going to be well, maybe not on exactly match day, but can you hear me still, Liam? Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just frozen on my end. Basically, on match days, we're going to be, when we do our match reviews, we're going to be using this. So we're going to be ranking the boys out of 10. So obviously, you got when it finally decides to work, you'll have like 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10. Obviously, 10 being the greatest and working down. So that is what our plan is going to be for that. Now, once it's actually all working and it's not all frozen, which we love to see, absolutely love to see it. Stupid dumb shite. Then yeah. In fact, let me come back.
It's not like we got things to do tonight, is it? Oh dear. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, he has frozen. He has frozen. Yeah, he has frozen. He has frozen. Oh dear, dear. Oh dear. God knows what's going on. But he's coming back.
That was absolutely freaking shocking. It just all stopped responding straight away. Sort of deal Nat Phillips for your owner. No, thank you. What's Argyle's best midfield partnership? Probably what? Houghton, Randall, Mayer. No, Houghton, Mayer, and Grant. That's what I'd do. I was frozen. Yonal, just showing what's happening here, and also we're having a transfer talk tonight or tomorrow or both. Both. So we've got one tonight at 10 p.m. So let me try and share my screen again and hope. Okay, why is it showing me? I don't like this. Got two loaded up. I didn't want to. There we go. So let me hope for my. There we go. So, as I say, this is what we're going to be using to do our season sort of ratings over the season. Obviously, we would only be picking who's played, obviously for obvious freaking reasons. We're not idiots, but it is this is how we think our season. So this is how we think the players are gonna go and sort of what impact they're gonna have. So we'll start obviously from it's alphabetical order really. So we're starting with Adam Randall. Liam, what sort of rating do you think Adam will get over the season?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. I'm gonna go 5 to 6. Is that a bit too harsh?
No, I think that's fair. 6 being average. So let me. There we go. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Right. Let's say average. Oh my lord, what is going on here? There we go. Nearly had it. I like it in the middle. There we go. So average being obviously that. So in fact, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So we're going Randall into average, sort of on the 6 side. I do hear that. I agree with you there. I think he's going to have a good season. I don't think he's going to have an amazing season. I think he'll be good. But first season in League One, we should really calm our expectations down. Now, on to Callum Burton, sort of second goalkeeper / maybe backup goalkeeper, maybe. God knows what the plan is for this. I think having Coops as number 1 is important. How do you think Callum Burton's first season at Argyle is going to go? Are you expecting maybe similar to Randall, maybe an average campaign for when he plays?
Yeah, I agreed on that one. I reckon it'll be an average campaign. I don't see him doing much in this season, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think maybe a lack of game time might be a thing because obviously he is going to be back up. I think we all know Coops is destined for the number 1 jersey at Argyle, but I think healthy competition is also really important. So I think a bit of healthy competition for our goalkeeping spot is always going to be a bonus. Now, on to Connor Grant. And that I was really impressed with him last season. And I think his set pieces, in from a dead balls situation, is insane. So how do you think his season is going to
go? 7 to 8, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Which one is it? 7 or 8?
7.
Average, sort of near average, but fairly good for 7. I'd agree with that. On to Dan Scar. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know about him. I think it could be more of an average season.
Yeah, 5 to 6, I think.
Yeah, I'll probably put him as a 5, so sort of there we go. Probably, I don't know how well he could surprise me, really could surprise me, but I haven't got high hopes. I've got hopes, but not high hopes. On to Danny Mayer he's been key for Argyle for quite a couple of years now. Do you think it's going to be another key season for Mayer?
Yeah, 9 to 10.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. He's key to how we play, and he's key to Ryan Lowe, and sort of he really does progress that ball forward from the centre, doesn't he?
Definitely.
I'm really excited to see him. Cooper, Georgie Cooper. How do we think he's going to do? Obviously, he spent the back end of last season injured, didn't he? Bless him, and that really suffered for Luke Jepcott. But how do you think Coops is going to do? Do you think it's going to be a really good campaign, or do you think because he looked good before he got injured, unfortunately? And as I said, his crosses for Jepcott, it's bread and butter for Jepcott. He loves it. He's a menace in the box, and I think having someone like George Cooper is crucial to how important Jepcott plays.
Yeah, 100%. Depends how he starts the season, or even if he gets in the starting squad. I'm gonna go average 5 to 6, sadly.
See, I would disagree. I think he's gonna have a 7 or probably a 7.
Up to you.
I think a 7 for he's not gonna have a better season than Grant, but I think a 7 is going to be sort of whereabouts he is. I think he is crucial to Jepcott. He really is crucial, and I think a lot of people underestimate how important Coops is. On to James Bolton. Obviously, we got him from Pompey, a sort of centre back / right back / sort of that area sort of thing. I expect him to play a lot of time, most likely a right wing back, not right wing back, right centre back. How do you think he's going to do?
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I'm gonna go average 5 to 6.
Nah, he's going to have a good season. He's going to have a good season in front of the Green Army. Yeah, I rate him. He scored against us as well, so you know, always positive to get yourself on to a start in our good books. But no, look, I think Bolton is a player that I do rate. Pompey fans rated him as well. Scored against us, but it wasn't really difficult to score against our defence last season. But no, I really do. I do have high hopes for Bolton. I think he's going to have hopefully a really positive campaign, and I think he's really going to excel. As I say, I expect him to play a lot of time at right centre back, and I'm really excited. He's strong, physical, good on the ball, everything we need really. Now, on to the experienced 32-year-old James Wilson, but he may be 32, but he certainly isn't given up yet. How do we expect James to do? I think he's going to be crucial. I think he's going to be crucial at our back line. I think if we can keep him fit, I think that's going to be important. But I'm really excited for James because he's experienced. He's no nonsense. He's going to smash through players left, right, and centre. I think that experience is going to be key for our back line, especially alongside Joe Edwards at right wing back. You'd expect Wilson probably plays straight in the centre, right in between two centre backs. How do you see Wilson doing next season?
7 to 8, I reckon.
Oh, interesting. I disagree. I think his experience and his ability, I'm putting him as a 9.
Wow.
I think his experience is going to be key to us. Absolutely key. And I think he's going to really benefit Cooper as well, Mike Cooper, that is. I'm really excited to see Wilson. I really do like him. So yeah, that is obviously Wilson done. On to captain Joe Edwards, scored more late-minute goals than I've ever seen an Argyle player do. Dragged us out of the shit more times than I care to imagine last season. How do we think Captain Edwards is going to do? First season, obviously, as the full Argyle captain as well.
9 to 10. I reckon he's very crucial to us.
Yeah, I think he's a 10 out of 10 for me. I think he's going to be absolutely crucial to how we play. And as I said, as I alluded to, he has dragged us out of the shit more times than I care to imagine. So that is who we've gone for there. Who do we expect? Well, how do you expect Houghton to do? Obviously, DM Houghton, defensive midfielder, second spell at Argyle. So yeah, how do you think Houghton's going to do?
7 to 8, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure.
Yep. Are we going for a 7 or an 8?
7.
Okay. Above Cooper, above Bolton, or below them?
Below them.
What, below both of them?
Yeah.
Interesting. So next up, striker Luke Jepcott. Love this lad. How do we see Luke's second season at Home Park going? How do we see it going? I'm excited. I am excited.
As long as he doesn't miss one-on-ones, we'll be happy. But no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 9. 8, I reckon.
8? Yeah, I'd say that. Very excited about him. When I do more tier lists, maybe if I zoom in a bit more. There we go. I'm trying to get it so that their faces aren't covered by our badge. There we go. That's perfect. I'm too good at this. So we've gone for Jepcott to be an 8. I'd agree. I think he's going to be brilliant. Yeah, Valve, you can keep singing extra songs. That's not a problem. Remember, they're in League 2. Next up, Macaulay Gillespie, obviously got him from Brisbane Roar, from Australia. How do we think he's going to do League 1? He played at Carlisle, so he does know English football. I watched his interview as he was being picked up from Exeter Airport, because we haven't got one yet. And I was really impressed with how well he spoke and what he said about Argyle. And he was asked about expectations of the club. What should our expectations be? And he said, should a club like Plymouth not be challenging for promotion? I love that sort of mentality. Love it. Feed me that mentality. I love it. How do we think Macaulay's going to do?
7, I think.
Ouch. Brutal.
Yeah, sorry.
Are we above Cooper or below Cooper?
Below Cooper.
Below Cooper, just above of Houghton, I believe. Interesting. On to goalkeeper. Mike Cooper, number 1. Star boy. He is my star boy. I love Coops. He's brilliant. How do we expect Coops to do?
9, I reckon.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Cooper is absolute fucking legend. Absolute legend. I'm putting him higher than
I found the mileage for this season. How far we got to travel.
Yeah.
Now I can't find it again. Brilliant.
Oh jeez. But yeah, I think Cooper is absolutely. I think he's going to have a great season. He's vital for us. He makes really good saves as well. He's very agile in goal between the posts, and that's an edit I need to make. I've made obviously a couple, as you well know. I need to make a Mike Cooper one. Love this lad. He's our number 1. He is our number 1. Now on to Niall Ennis. Now he's not getting 10 out of 10 just because he's got the name Niall. I really like Niall Ennis. I think he's really good on the ball, really composed, knows where he's also really freaking strong. I mean, if you've ever watched Niall Ennis, I mean, he's really short, really goddamn short. But my lord, he can hold that ball up quite well. How do we expect him to do this season?
I found a mileage, by the way, but yeah, Niall Ennis, 9, I reckon.
9 for Ennis. I hear that. I'm going to put him below Cooper. I do. I like Ennis. He's absolutely brilliant. And what's our mileage, by the way?
805 for Sunderland. 659 for Morecambe, but that doesn't really make a difference because we're going to beat him anyway.
What's our total mileage?
Oh, total mileage. I was got. Okay. Oxford is the closest to us, by the way, which is great. Where is it?
Whilst you get
12,268.
Fucking hell. It's lucky a lads have got a good coach next to them. Thank Lord. But how do we see Ollie Tomlinson doing? Obviously, second season around the first team. I expect him to probably end up out on loan. But how do we see Tommy doing? How do we see Tomlinson?
I'm not going to be harsh or anything, but I think it's going to be a 6, sadly to say.
I think it'll probably be a 5. I don't think he'll play for us. I think he'll go out on loan, if I'm being real.
Fair enough.
You don't get in over Sky, you don't get in over Gillespie, you don't get over Bolton, don't get over Wilson.
No.
I mean, I don't see him getting much game time. I think he'll end up out on loan. That's how I see it. Could be wrong there. I have been proven to be wrong. Panucci Camara. How do we see Camara doing? Or Camara doing? How do we see it?
Panucci Camara.
Kamara, that's one. Kamara. How do we see Kamara doing?
9. I reckon he's going to do very well. It's going to be crucial in the midfield, I reckon.
I disagree. I think he's probably at best an 8. I think somewhere there.
Really? Fair enough.
Yeah. Maybe above Bolton. Yeah, I'd say there. I don't see him being more crucial than any of these players, but I do see him being fairly crucial. I do agree with that. Ryan Hardy.
9. Very crucial.
9 for Hardy.
His speed is so good, by the way.
Yeah. Is Plymouth playing any Premier League in pre-season? Nah, we've done 3 Championship sides. We don't play Premier League for any. We'll play a Premier League side if it benefits us in terms of experience or what. But no, I don't see us doing it too often. And Ryan Law, how do we see Lawsy doing?
Has he been starting our pre-season?
Yeah, he started a few games. I like Ryan Law.
6 for me, sadly. Bit brutal. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'd probably say a 6. High 6, though. I think he's right up there, though. I think he's going to be right up there. That's sort of how we're thinking the season's going to go so far. So obviously you've got Edwards, Mayer, Cooper, Ennis. I think we've put Jepcott too low, you know.
Where is? Oh, he's there, and he.
I think swap Hardy for Jeppers. That's RC actually. Jepcott will get us more goals.
Oh.
I do see him getting us more goals. But that there we go. We've obviously gone for Joe Edwards, Danny Mayer, Mike Cooper, Niall Ennis, James Wilson, and Luke Jepcott to have a really influential season for us. And we've gone for Hardy, Conor Grant, Panucci Camara, James Bolton, George Cooper, Macaulay Gillespie, and Houghton to be fairly influential. And then we've gone Ryan Law, Adam Randall, Callum Burton, Dan Scarr, and Ollie Tomlinson. Dan Scarr, mainly because I don't really know what we're going to get from him. But that is how we've gone for the boys and how we think their season's going to go. But you know, we'll see how by the end of we'll see at the end of the season if we have to change any, because it does prove to be an interesting season. That is for at the end of season. So pre-season Argyle predictions. Perfect. It'd help if I could spell predictions right. It would help if I could spell.
He's just tweeting out, guys, I think.
No, I'm downloading it. I'll tweet it out after the show. It makes it easier. There we go. Download the image. Yeah, fuck off. He's basically an Exeter fan at the moment. I feel for his mother.
Yeah, find out then. Is it back?
I feel for his mother. Valve, you need to sort your life out. So, via request from Liam, I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do this, but Liam has requested us to do League 2 predictions. Don't ask me why. But Liam has absolutely requested this. Was very clear. I am a Plymouth Argyle player. Now read Fabrizio's comment above. There is no comment from Fabrizio.
You melt.
Unlucky. That was from you, mate. So, as I said, I don't know why Liam wanted to do this, but we are going to be doing... Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Let me share my screen. We're apparently going to predict League 2. As I said, I don't know why.
Just a longer show.
Liam was so keen to do this, if I'm being honest. But we have got it here. So starting with 24th, who do we think's coming bottom of the league?
Morgan. No, not Morgan. They're in League 1. Hartlepool. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Who's going to be relegated with them in 23rd? Can I just say why Tranmere changed their badge?
Fuck knows.
What a stupid thing to say, but anyway, I'm gonna put Harrogate with them.
Harrogate? You think Harrogate are going to get relegated with them? 22nd, who do you think's coming 22nd? Swindon. Yeah, I actually had Swindon in the relegation zone. Because they've barely got any players and they've got no money, I don't think. Yeah, I see Swindon going down. But 21st?
Whoa. Who's the club next to Northampton on the right hand side?
Oldham.
Oh, I was just wondering. Could you look the weird badge? Or is that? Or
Yeah, they've changed their badge.
Stupid. I'm gonna put Port Vale.
Port Vale. Port Vale. There they are. 20th.
20th. Barrow. Yeah, Barrow.
Barrow.
Yeah.
19th.
Nah, do I say Colchester? Is that a bit brutal?
Haven't done great business in the transfer window.
Nah, where did they come last season? Let me check.
Bottom half, I think.
Let's have a look.
What about Sutton?
Oh, they're in the league. Yeah, actually change Harrogate with Sutton.
So you want that?
Yes, that'd be great.
Harrogate to finish 22nd. Oh no, do you want Harrogate? There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Cool.
Colchester.
18th.
Yeah, Colchester in 18th.
Okay. Also, happy birthday to Harry Kane from Max. Love to see it. Who do we think's going to finish 17th?
Scunthorpe. I don't see them having a good season, to be honest.
Okay.
They always lurk around mid-table, so.
Yeah. 16th.
Mansfield. Not too hard.
Low for Mansfield into 16th. Who do we think's going to finish 15th?
Crawley.
Crawley into 15th and 14th.
Stevenage.
Vast improvement from last season, which I agree with. They had a really good end of the season. So who do we think's coming 13th?
Oof. So many good clubs left now, isn't it?
Are you joking?
Nah, I'm joking. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 13 good clubs and 1 crap club. I wonder who that is. I'm gonna put who's the club next to Salford there, just on the right hand side.
That's Tranmere.
That is what a strange badge. I'm gonna put.
They had a really good season last year.
Yeah, they did. I'm gonna put Leighton Orient.
Leighton Orient into 13th. Zachary says, besides United, it's been disappointing summer of transfers. It has so far, but it's going to heat up soon, I bet. I wonder if some big one will still happen. I think it will. DJ says, hello, ladies. I hope you're all safe and well. I think England will win gold in the Ultimate Soccer League. I think he means the Olympics. And yeah, let's hope we do get gold. I do think also in Great Britain in the Olympics. I sort of agree. And big up to Chris. Carlisle still haven't been pulled out by Liam. So 12th. Who do we think's coming 12th?
Not too sure to be honest. I'm just looking at that. I'm just looking at a badge a second. Where is it? They have changed a badge.
Chris says, how are you both? I'm all good.
Well,
I think Warsaw will come 12th.
I don't.
Okay.
Who's that strange badge again next to Rochdale?
Oldham.
Yeah, why have Flash Scores not updated their badge thing?
No idea.
Yeah. What number? Sorry, 14.
12th.
12 Oldham.
Okay. Who do you think's coming 11th? Zachary says England been killing it in the swimming and the diving. Is this Liam's predictions or both? It's Liam's predictions. I already did mine for the FL show, so this is more Liam's than mine.
Yeah. Is that Stevenage? Or have we already done them? No.
You've done Stevenage.
Sorry. Who's the club next to Walsall again? Tranmere, innit?
Tranmere. Yeah.
Yeah. Tranmere there.
Wow.
Yeah.
They came 4th last year.
Yeah, I just don't. Have they made any business in the transfer window?
They've been all right. They've been all right.
10th. Scum.
Oh, you're keeping Tranmere 11th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Mad business from Liam there. Callie says, sorry I left earlier, fella. Had a power cut, for good's sake. It's all right, mate. Not a problem. It was great having you on, though. It was great having you on. So yeah, if you do want to come on, we do an Arsenal show. Well, I'm trying to restart. I'm looking for Arsenal fans to come on the Arsenal show. Normally Tuesday at 9 p.m. So if you are up for it, just send me, like, if you've got Twitter, we're at Let's Talk EPL on Twitter. If not, send us a DM on Twitch or something. It was great having you on. I thought you spoke real sense about Arsenal there. So yeah, it'd be great to have you on. Chris says at least Carlisle not in the bottom half, so I'll take it. And yeah, you probably should sort yourself out, DJ. You've been very weird again. So into so we've done 13th, 12th, and 11th. So who's going 10th?
The Scum.
The Scum.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. 9th.
Warsaw.
Warsaw. Love it. Love it. Zach, Chris says, sorry, I left stream earlier quickly. I'd go Chippy. Love it. Love it. I watched gymnastics. The monkey bar thing is insane. Not sure you call them monkey.
Yeah.
I'll
DM you.
Yeah, bro, I'd be down. I'll DM you. Perfect. Said I was funny and unbanned me. I guess I'm getting banned again. Well, no, the comment was just weird. Like, have you ever tried, like, not being weird? If you can try, if you can be not weird, happily have you back and commenting. Just, you know, be less weird. Else you will get banned. Yeah. Had to go Chippy for my parents. Not a problem, Chris. Not a problem. So who do we have in 8th then?
Sadly to say, Carlisle.
Carlisle into 8th. Just missing out in the playoffs. So, oh, nope, I've put them in the playoffs. There we go. 7th and occupying the last part of the playoffs.
The Welsh Fords.
Newport County. 6th.
Forest Green.
5th.
Rochdale.
And 4th.
Salford.
Salford into 4th. Okay. Chris says that's better than last season. I take it. Brilliant. So who do you have coming 3rd and getting the last spot of automatic promotion?
Northampton.
Northampton Town. Okay, got it. So no slug talk. Give me a list of things I can talk about and I'll behave. You look good today, Niall. You look really good in that black shirt. Thank you. And just don't be weird. Like, talk about football. Talk about football and not weird shit. Just don't talk about weird stuff. Like, you know, try and control yourself. Who do we have 2nd?
Bristol Rovers.
Please don't tell me you've put Derek Adams to win the fucking league.
It'd just be typical. It would be typical him, wouldn't it? Come on.
No, it wouldn't. He'll bottle the league and probably come third.
All right, then I'll put Bristol top then, just to make you happy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're not having Derek Adams winning the fucking league. Not a chance. It's bad enough he won the playoffs. Right. So we think Bristol Rovers winning the league. Chris says Liam's predictions very fair, to be honest. Yeah, it's not completely out of the order. I think maybe Mansfield might get a bit higher. I certainly don't see Newport being in the playoffs. I don't think they will. I think maybe swap Newport and Carlisle. I would even possibly have Newport a little bit further down. I think they could struggle this season, lost a few key players as well. But if we're still in League One and haven't been promoted to the Championship, it looks like we're playing Bristol Rovers, Bradford, and back to Northampton. Who do you think's winning the playoffs?
What, as in which team? Sorry.
Yeah, so which team do you think will win the playoffs?
Hang on, that bite's coming past. Shut up. I'm gonna say Rochdale.
Rochdale. So we're gonna, according to Liam, he thinks we're playing Bristol Rovers, Bradford, Northampton, and Rochdale. So interesting.
So if Derek Adams gets Bradford promoted again, is he just gonna just resign again?
Nah, he'll stay at Bradford. They've got plenty of money.
Lovely. That's another easy 3 point.
I hear that. Is this League Two? It is League Two, Zachary. I would swap Mansfield Newport around. That's it, personally. Yeah, I think Mansfield could have a good season. I just don't think Newport are quite going to be up there. Let's be fair. DJ says, I can kick a ball. I think Bristol will smash it too. What do you think about the colour of Bristol's away kit socks? I really like them. Haven't seen them. I don't even know what Bristol Rovers away kit looks like. Should be an interesting one.
No, I've got to go make thanks for unblocking me. I can't wait for your Arsenal show Tuesday. Take care, my brother, from another.
Not a problem. These guys probably have 2 jobs. Spoke to Pieface yesterday. He said he's coming down to the Super Posh for the Cup game. Are you about to? I'm not going to the Posh game, unfortunately. But I am going to be going to our home game, our first home game. Who's it against? Fleetwood, I think.
No,
first home game? Gillingham. Hey. So yeah, I'm not going to go to that one, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
but
first 5 is Gillingham, Cambridge, Rotherham, Fleetwood, and
yeah, I knew we had Fleetwood in the first 5. I knew that. Saw the League One guys average 1k a week. Yeah, it's around that. Some clubs are offering stupid money though. I hope Carlisle get in the playoffs. That's my aim for them. I'd agree. And Callie says, no, I wouldn't either. We're robbing with our prices, fella. Oh, are you? See, we're quite good. Ours is still what? 21 quid for a home ticket? If you order it early. Yeah, I think it's 21 quid, isn't it?
It's 20 quid for an adult.
Is it? Has it gone down now?
Or 25 quid, whoever it is. I'm not too bothered, to be honest.
I think it's 21. I think it's 21 if you order it early. If you pay on the day, you have to pay £2 extra. If that is last time I went to Home Park, that is. But we are going to wrap up the show there. Hopefully we have a good game against Peterborough. We obviously will be doing... so for this season, we're going to have previews of every match. Obviously, they'll be separate to obviously the Argyle Show, where we'll maybe dive a bit deeper, have a little, maybe a further think on what we've seen. And then obviously we're going to have previews for every game. So obviously starting off, we'll have our preview probably every Friday for the Saturday games and every Monday for our Tuesday games. So make sure you tune in for them. So yeah, we'll have our preview of our Rotherham versus Plymouth Argyle on Friday, probably, I'm guessing 3 p.m. if Liam is about then.
Yeah.
Excellent. I will be skipping Transfer Talk on a Friday because we've got all the individual shows back. So we'll be looking at Rotherham versus Argyle on next Friday. And then obviously looking at then we'll have match reactions probably the day after. So they'll be on the Sunday after the highlights come out.
7 p.m., 8 p.m., something like that.
Yeah, it's probably sometime in the afternoon, evening, I mean. And then obviously we'll be doing our preview for Peterborough versus Argyle in the Carabao Cup. So lots more Plymouth content coming this season for you guys.
A preview for Cambridge is on a Monday as well, just to let you know.
Is it?
Cambridge at home, mate, yeah.
When's that?
16.
Oh, yeah, because that's Tuesday. Yeah, I mean, Monday game, Saturday games we'll preview on a Friday. Tuesday games we'll be previewing on a Monday.
Oh, great.
What's up now?
We got Pompey on a Monday.
Yeah, we're doing a watch along for that one.
Yeah,
well, I am.
To preview that on a Sunday, and you have to do.
We do.
And the review on
Wednesday. Well, you could do the review after a game because I'll be doing a watch along for it. So if you're probably about 10 p.m. do the review then.
Yeah,
and I'm sure we'll be hopping onto Liam's channel as well, probably talking the same sort of stuff. But Plymouth Argyle content going to be absolutely banging this season.
What about the league trophy? You not doing that, or is that a load of?
Well, the Papa John's trophy.
Yeah, is that a load of rubbish?
Mate, I'm not doing the Papa John's trophy. Not happening. Can't wait for more Plymouth content to come. It's going to be great. USA versus Qatar tomorrow, semi-final Gold Cup, 12:30 Friday your time. Ouch. Ouch.
I'll go against Bolton on a Tuesday night. That'll be limbs. At
home or away? Is it home park? Love it. Get me a nighttime game. Got new floodlights as well, which is also awesome. But we are going to wrap it up there. We'll be back at 10 p.m. with more transfer talk, which should be an interesting one. Before you go, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Hit that like button if you're watching on Twitch, or follow button if there's a like button. I hardly know Twitch sometimes. Check out our socials: Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Liam, where can they find you, mate?
Just talking about, I'll say that in a second. Just talking about the floodlights. Every time they come on in the Argyle Stadium, every Argyle fan just goes, "Way!" I was like, as to cheer the floodlights. I'm like, what's so good about floodlights? I know we haven't had that in ages, but what's so good about them? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's because they've been so dark in previous years. They have been really dark.
They are way better.
Yeah.
I've got to say. There's one in the Mayflower stand and there's one in the Linda stand. They haven't got it for the Devonport, which is a shame.
Yeah, I'm sure it will look absolutely buzzing when I see it. I haven't been to Home Park yet, mate. I'll see it on my first day back, which will be against Gillingham on Saturday.
I should have sent you a bloody photo, shouldn't I?
It's alright, no problem. Where can I find you anyway, mate?
You can find me on YouTube, Liam Martin, as in on the banner there. Twitter, Liam Percy Martin 1, and on Instagram, Liam Percy Martin.
Perfect. And yes, Callie says, loving the grind from you, lad. Keep it up. Thank you, Callie. And we'll be back at 10 p.m. But until then, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.